I don't have enough time. I have to be behind people to get things done, and I don't have peace of mind either. Is this something as a business owner you are going through with your team? Having one employee is one headache. Having 100 employees is you're running a dog care center. Is this your feeling? Then this video is for you. Let's talk about a topic called leverage. And as a business owner, it is extremely important for you to understand this concept of leverage in deep. Let's deep dive what is leverage. Now, what are the things that we can leverage in business? Basically, time, effort, and money. These are the three things a business owner should be good at leveraging always. No matter what business you are in, these are three important factors that you should always be considering when it comes to leveraging. Now, let's understand why leveraging is important and the entire function of it. How many hours can you work in a day? Well, you might say 12, 15, whatever. One person working 24 hours. That means 1 into 24 equals 24 hours of productivity, isn't it? Now, this is scenario number one. Let's call it as A. So, A is about one person putting up 24 hours, which is the maximum in a day, gives an output of 24 hours to you. Let's talk about scenario B. B is about 24 people putting up 1 hour a day. That is also 24 hours. Scenario A and scenario B. Which one would you pick up? As a business owner, and I'm sure you will agree with me that B is better. Why do you think B is better? B is better because of some mechanism in it. Both are 24 hours, but there is a difference in this, isn't it? What is that difference? In the first scenario of A, if something goes wrong to the one person who is an expert in doing something or whatever, then how much will be the output? 0. That means that becomes 0. When it comes to the scenario B, even if one person is not there, is on a sick leave or something, still you have 23 hours because 23 people putting up 1 hour still gives you 23 hours of productivity. Now, that is the magic of leveraging. It's extremely important for you to understand how beautiful is leveraging as a concept. And why is it important? Because imagine you putting yourself in that one. You putting 24 hours equals 24 hours. And now scenario B is about you are there, one among the 24 people, but then you are no more important for the output. It is a matter of 1 hour of difference when it comes to the output, isn't it? Now, that is why, as a business owner, you should be very good in analyzing this and implementing certain things in your business so that you will not talk about the issues that we have mentioned in the initial stages of the video. All those challenges are coming to you just because you haven't really understood how leverage works and how beautiful it is. Now, it's very easy to say this, but then your question might be, yeah, I understood this point, but then how do we do it? Now, let me give you 3 action steps for you to follow so that you can implement leverage in your business. Step number 1, a no list. A no list meaning write down 5 tasks that you are doing which is making you overwhelmed, you feel busy, you don't have time, it's not important, but then you are still doing it. Create 5 things that you are doing which can be done by somebody else so that you are free. Now, sit on a place where you are completely silent and write down 5 important tasks that you will say no to it, and that's called no list. Sit down with a piece of paper and get this done. It's extremely important for you to identify What are those five little things but important to be delegated to somebody? That's what you do in step number one, a no list. Now, step number two is about your resources. Now, what do I mean by resources? Identify few people in your organization who have the strength to do those things, in your opinion, probably 70% accurate to what you do. And this is very, very important and interesting. Many of the time, a business owner thinks that, I am the best to do it. Yes, you might be the best to do it. I fully agree. But at the same time, it is about freeing yourself. It is about leveraging. It is about creating better people in your organizations to do what you do. And that is something that you will cherish in the long run, isn't it? So now, that is why it is important for you to understand and incorporate people who can do the job very well, better than you one day. Step number three is about encourage, empower, uplift. They might be having a fear which is automatically coming. If I do it, what will happen? What will happen to the mistakes that I do? Will I get punished? These are questions definitely an employee will be feeling at that moment. Now, it's extremely important for you to sit with them and nurture them, impart knowledge, what you have to do those tasks. And remember always this, that a business model based on empowerment is one of the classy organizations that you could build it up with. An organization carries with empowerment is going to be superseding any other model of business leadership in the coming years. Now, sitting with the person, telling them that, okay, you are going to do this task. No matter what happens, the complete accountability of this is on me as a business owner. You don't worry about the mistakes. All what I ask to you is, what did you learn? How are you going to do it better tomorrow? This will be the only discussion. By encouraging them to do more tasks in your organization, but without having that fear of what will happen to me, will I get punished, is something as a business owner you need to communicate very well with your employees, that during this learning time you are allowed to make mistakes, and for those mistakes you don't need to take accountability of it. I will be. And this is one of the biggest confidence that you could give it to your employees. Start sitting with them and doing this and empowering them, and on the process of implementing this, let's say for the 4 weeks, and take feedbacks. What did they learn from the mistakes? Obviously they will be worried about the mistakes if they did. Your focus shouldn't be that. You should be aligning them back to the original discussion that we had with them, is about learning. What did you learn? How you are going to do it better next time. These are the only two things that you should be discussing with them, so that they are encouraged, they feel to take more challenges for you on themselves, and they would like to take more tasks because you as a person had been on empower mode, and that is the best thing that you could do to an employee, to make them better, lead them better than you found them. And that is going to change the entire scenario for you in your business journey. Remember, I was talking about initially challenges that you face. I don't have time, I can do better than anyone else. I have to be behind them. All these things are reflections of what you don't do as a business owner to empower, encourage, uplift people. Do not forget. 3 action steps for you to take. One is about identifying 5 of your important tasks to be delegated. Number 2 is about planning your resources. Who can do this job 70% accurate? Number 3 is about encourage, empower, and uplift. Your organization gets built based on empowerment. See, one of the very important thing for you to understand as a business owner is, many employees are willing to take ownership, but as a business owner, we are not trained enough to do a delegation process by giving them ownership. Their fear might be, what will happen if I fail? What will happen if company loses money? And it is a very genuine question most of the time. And that is the reason probably they don't take enough ownership on them. So if you want your team to take ownership, have encouragement, empowerment, uplifting method in your business. And that is the best model that you could follow. Get it implemented with the 3 action steps that I have mentioned, and you will see enormous amount of change in your business, especially when it comes to employment, happiness, and at the end of the day, you will be having the enjoyment of leveraging your time and effort together at one go. Make it happen for you and your business. All the very best. See you again with another video next time.